Welcome back, everybody. Final back to the homestead again. Today I'm going to put out some plants. I've been farming some, or I've been doing some crops. So I actually have the whole car full of crops. I'm going to show you. It's crops over here. Got some chilies. You can see that didn't like to ride. Some paprikas and stuff like that. I just leave it be. And we have some cucumbers lying on the seat. It's not easy to be farming when you're 80 kilometers away from the place. You haven't actually seen the greenhouse. I built this a couple of years ago. I think it's took almost 2 years to come to this, and it's actually I'm going to have a shower here. I had it last year as well, and took an old bed used as a wall. The garlic has came up. You can see there's some old plants from strawberries that I put down in the autumn, and they actually survived. So, well, I need to do a lot of gardening and stuff. But we're gonna walk inside and I'm going to show you how it looks like. So this is an old door that I kept from another place, from a house that's out in the forest here. And well, it's really hot in here, so they need some water, and I need to fix these up so I can put the cucumbers here and cucumbers here. See if we have a spider here. But anyway, we need to fix this place up. We need to start gardening. We need to tie up the cucumbers to the lumber, and in with the tomatoes, on with the water. Well, we're gonna fix this place, and I hope you're following me. If not, hit the like button, subscribe, and well, you will see a lot of forest adventure in Sweden, in the up north of Sweden. Got this house a couple of years ago. Started to fix it up, and well, it's a little bit more than a fixer-upper. That's what I can say. But it's a beautiful place, right out in the forest. It's actually far away out. Well, I like it. It's out in the wilderness. A little bit funny. I put in this is actually an apple. It's from the apple tree because it broke and I cut it off. So I merged it in with the birch, and well, we'll see if it takes away. I hope so. This is actually also strawberry plants that I put out last year, and they've been taken away a lot. You see, they've grown real good. From the beginning, I only had one rhubarb, and it was sitting on, well, it was sitting on the ground in a very bad spot. You can see it actually comes up more. So this is where the original place of it was, the rhubarb. So I split it into 3 pieces. So now I have one rhubarb over there, one over there, and one rhubarb is actually over here. We don't want it to go into bloom, so I need to take that part out. And I planted that 1 year ago, so it's going to get bigger, but it's already been growing. And my horseradish is, well, I don't know, but it's been here for like two or 3 years, and actually the root has gone so big that it's coming up at the side. So I need to figure out the plan. I know that this was a species that, well, if you just plant it in the ground, it will spread a lot. Therefore I put it in the old barrel. I was actually going to throw that one away, the barrel, but I kept it just to plant stuff in it. Well, that's it. See you in a while. I actually need to get into the house and do some stuff, and then we'll go into the greenhouse and start making some greens. So instead of seeing me planting and turning the dirt upside down and doing that kind of stuff, you will see the end of it. So here it is. So it's actually, this is citrus, the cucumber, we have a chill in the background here, paprika, garlic, and basil, and paprika here, and a chili here who's hanging down. He's going straighten up later. And same here, that basil, cucumber is coming up. 5 tomato plants. These are a more bushier kind. It doesn't grow in the height. It's just getting wider, and so it's called what, I don't know what's the brand is, but it produces yellow small tomatoes, and you're not going to pick away the leaves like in this one. You need to take them away. So this one is not going to interfere with the window to get in as much sunlight as possible. This one, although, will. So I don't want it to get too big, therefore I put it in a bucket. And the chili is, well, these ones I like because it's a real strong kind. I don't know what kind it is either. I got it from a friend, and they are, well, they are liking to be in my greenhouse. So they're working very good here. Small tomatoes as well. Only like bush tomatoes, or what's, I don't know the name of those either. I think it's the same as the other ones. I'm going to try to get, I think it's called cabbage. So we'll see how it ends up. In the beginning, when I was cropping them, they had problems to survive. I don't know why. Maybe it was the soil or overwatering or something, but we'll see. Otherwise, I will take one of the tomatoes and plant it here instead, or 2. Chilies and cucumber as well. And that's about it for the inside, because the cucumbers will take over the place. So I don't want to have too much. I want to enjoy sitting in there as well. Here I took the rest of the tomatoes. I want them to grow up just to cover the fence, and because I'm going to have the shower here, so we'll see if it works. And I have a little bit more garlic here and a chili. It was 1 hour and I didn't know what to do with it, so it ended up there. This I don't know. There's also a dead bird there. Yuck. Everything else is self-growing, and I'm actually really interested in this one. Never seen it with so much. It's covered with blossoms. So this one, if it produced this year, I will be really happy, because this is the red currant. Not as good, but it's, well, if you add a lot of sugar, it actually tastes really good. So, and look at this. It's covered with flowers. Love it. So this is the black currant, and it has a lot of flowers, so I'm hoping it will produce. I love black currant. It's the best to make juices of. In the previous video, I had a question about the bars. You can see how the hop is growing up. It makes a beautiful wall, and I haven't put a fence like this on the other side, but I'm going to do it this weekend, because now I'm going to show you what happens when you don't have a fence. The hop is lying on the floor. You need to put something that it can climb on. If you don't do it, it will cover the grass and it will look like this. And I want this wall to be covered of hop. And this one as well. And hop, I use it to make for tea. So I dry it in the autumn, and you can take the cones and you can put them in the tea. So take 2 of them and put them in the tea. It will make you tired, they say. I don't know. I mean, it's only in May and they're producing flowers, so I think this harvest for the year will be excellent. And well, as you know, the Swedish strawberries are the best. No country can win over us. We have the best strawberries. I'm sorry, peeps. That's the truth. I'm almost done building the greenhouse. If you haven't seen my earlier videos, you can see how I make this greenhouse from scratch and how I did it. This is old scrap wood that I had, and I got the windows for free and everything. So this is actually, everything is built for free. Of course, it always costs something to build. I mean, the screw wasn't free, but stuff like that I've been given from people. The nails I had here, and so it's actually only the screws and this roof above me that I had to well, buy. The windows I got for free and from different places. This is from my from the resident that I live at now, or it's from my apartment complex. They were changing the windows, and I got these 2 windows for free, and it takes up a complete wall. They were really heavy to get here, but it was worth it. And I like the rustic, the old wood, as usual. Always reuse old wood, old lumber. This is actually from the floors that they had inside the house that was lying on the ground. And so, well, here you have it. I'm gonna give you a panorama here. Sometimes I have bears walking at the side of the field, and this morning I had a fox, so the whole family could watch him when we're eating breakfast. And this is in the middle of nowhere. This is the last house at this road, so otherwise there's just small cabins further down, and they're not living there. So to have a garden like 80 kilometers from the home that you're living in is not easy, but you can make it really easy. You can see here that I have a barrel full of water. I have this I have covered it with, well, you usually have it for vegetables to cover them, so when you're planting them outside, but I have it to cover it for the mosquitoes, so they don't drop eggs in the barrel, because I don't want mosquitoes here and other insects. So they can only land on this, but they can't actually put the eggs inside. And another thing is that I have connected this solar panel device, and it has a it feels how much water it is inside, and it actually warns if it gets dry, but since I'm not here it doesn't matter. But it's 200 liters in this barrel, and the solar panel adjusts how much water it will produce, and I can actually make some settings and arrange the flow of the water with it. So here's the inlet, it sucks up, and this is The blue one here is just to make, if it overloads, it will push the water out here, and it runs down the cable, and you have these droppers. So these droppers will put out the water. I haven't placed this on one yet, but I will put it to the strawberry plant here, because I don't have anything else in that box. But here you can see how I arranged it. I put one to chili, put it to the garlics, I put to the tomatoes, and if we go inside here, you can see that I put one here to the cucumber, because the cucumber doesn't need, it needs a lot of water, but it's enough with one. And you have chili and cucumber, therefore I have 3. And you can see that I have the root system here, but I put it here. So it's because I will probably switch it a little bit more forward here, but it's not, I don't want it to drop on the root, because you can make something called root sickness to the cucumber. And here I have placed 2. It should be enough. They don't need a lot of water, the cabbage. Sirloin meat from a robot, some squeaky cheese, hot dogs, and